Hello my friends, this is Paul and welcome to A Common Touch of Fantasy. Today we are reviewing the book The Killing Moon by N.K. Jemisin. If you are interested in a fantasy book with an Egyptian African setting, you might be interested in this. If you are trying to decide to read this or not, these are a few things to expect from this book. This is a world building and plot-centered book. The characters in this story are rather average, so if you're looking for a character-based book, you might want to look somewhere else. The world building, it sets up the characters asking questions, and the plot revolves around these characters finding the answers to these questions that the world building has created for them. They are trying to figure out the truth of their world. This is a high magic world system. In this world, magic is collected from the dreams of individuals. This magic collected from the dreams can be used to heal people or to soothe people or to give people rest on their deathbed, where they can create a paradise for the person before they die and their death will be peaceful. But also, this magic can harm people and can kill people without others' consent. This book touches a lot on the issues surrounding the longevity of people's lives that have terminal illnesses. I find the question of assisted death to be a very complex and interesting topic where I can see both sides of the argument. In this world, N.K. Jemisin explores these ideas, and I like that aspect of this book. This is an Egyptian culture with an all-black cast, and it focuses on this area that's near this river, and there are other city-states that are against each other. There is a goddess that is worshipped, and her power is tied to the moon, and all the dream power is tied to this goddess and the moon. There are light-skinned individuals that are servants while they serve the darker-skinned individuals. So it's kind of an interesting take on a power dynamic. Ihru is the gatherer for a country called Gujura. A gatherer collects the magic from individuals' dreams, and they can use that to heal, soothe, or harm people. Gatherer can also punish people that are marked for death. When Ihru, with his apprentice Nigiri, meets a woman named Tsunade from an opposing city, she has information about Gujira that is completely opposite of what Ihru the Gatherer feels and believes. His entire world outlook is completely shattered by this information that is revealed to him. He needs answers. There's also a mysterious monster going around killing people in their sleep, and no one really knows what it is and also what it wants. The monster's eyes are set on Ihru next. I like this book. I found the Egyptian setting to be fantastic and something that I want to read more in the world of fantasy. The world building is pretty strong in this book. I found the whole idea of collecting the power from dreams to be really great, and I really like the idea of this moon goddess giving these people power and these gatherers worshiping her. The leadership in Gujira is very interesting. I like that a lot. It's has many tiers and is sometimes confusing, but Jemisin does a good job of explaining it to the reader. There is a large focus on history in this book. It's not really tremendously deep, but there's enough of it to bring up questions that you have about this world, and I really like that. I just like books with history elements in them. Using history to create revelations for the characters is something that I always enjoy in fantasy books and why I read fantasy books. I just realized I haven't been holding the book up, so this is what the book looks like. So yeah, I just remembered. So at the beginning of this book, it's very useful to use the glossary to try to remember all these names, get everything right in your head, try to figure out the world building right away at the beginning of the book, because you need to wrap your head around the world building at first so that you can understand things that happen later in the book. And this might be a little bit confusing for some people, but luckily Jemisin provides an amazing glossary for the reader. I like this book. I felt like the ending was a bit rushed though. A lot of the plot strings came together a little bit too neatly, and it didn't really have that much of an impact at the end. I felt like there should have been more side plots in this story, more characters being developed, so that the overall story would be more rounded. I thought this was good, but nothing was really exceptional about it. It's just a solid, good fantasy novel, but it's not going to be people's favorite fantasy novel of all time. It's not something that you're going to brag about a whole lot. It's just a good book, but it's not something that is amazing. It's honestly, it's rather forgettable, but it's still good. I still liked it. I'm still gonna read the sequel. I'm still gonna read more N.K. Jemisin's books because I did like this, and I want to read more because I think she can create a much more rich and detailed world and better characters, and it just will all just work out and become an amazing book. So I'm looking forward to reading more of her work. I gave this book a 3 out of 5. The plot, I gave it 3. The characters, I gave it 2. The world building, I gave it 4. It was definitely my favorite part of the book. The writing style, I gave it 2. The writing style was very uh, conversational. It wasn't very deep, and it wasn't very detailed. And then I gave the heart and mind aspect a 2. This book really didn't impact me all that much. Please check out my written review of this book where I go into more depth. And if this is a book you would like to read or you have read this book, please comment below, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.